And let's hope the connectivity is better today. I kept reconnecting on me yesterday, so I don't know how glitchy yesterday's video was. Because I haven't gone and looked. That will be my task for today. So, on Saturdays, I go to a park and walk. It's about a 2-mile walk, and we take a bag of peanuts, and there are blue jays and woodpeckers and squirrels. And this morning at 5-something this morning, a storm rolled through. And so when our alarm would have gone off at 6:30, for whatever reason, Tom's alarm was a little earlier than mine. He said it was still thundering and lightning. So we were like, okay, well, we'll just turn the alarms off. Maybe we'll go to the park tomorrow. Well, I woke up around 7:15, and the alarm goes off at 6:30. So, just for context. And it wasn't raining. And I checked the radar, and the storm was already past us. So I was like, can we go to the park? And he's like, yes. So we got everything together, went to the park. And so there were some squirrels, there were some blue jays, there were some woodpeckers, and then there was the cardinal. There's a cardinal, male cardinal. I've seen a couple of females, but I've only ever seen the one male cardinal that lives either in the park or near the park. And Tom said something. I thought he saw the cardinal, but he didn't see the cardinal. The cardinal was sitting up on a fence post. It was one of the metal ones with a round top on it. I thought that, but before I could get my camera up to take the picture, the cardinal moved. But the cardinal knew who we were and waited for the peanut, and actually got down on the ground within about 3 feet of me and was like looking at me like, where's my peanut? So I think I may have gotten a couple of really good pictures of the cardinal. And then at another point, Tom threw a peanut, and I think it was for a squirrel. And the cardinal took because normally we'll shell the peanut for the cardinal. We don't do it for the blue jays. They have to figure it out themselves because they can. But the cardinal took the whole peanut, and it was a double peanut, and flew off with it. We went, well, okay, because Tom had shelled another one for him. It was just really cool. And one, I think cardinals are fantastic because they're that beautiful red, and the females are that really brown with the red highlights. And they've got the orange, and they've got the crest like the blue jays do. I think they're a gorgeous bird, but they were my grandmother's favorite bird. And so, anytime I see a cardinal, I always think about my grandmother. And I have a T-shirt, and my mom, I got one from my mom too, and it says, when cardinals appear, angels are near. Because one of the associations with cardinals is that they are visitors from the other side. And usually I will see a cardinal relatively soon after somebody passes. And so it's my silly little superstition. But so I got to go to the park today, and the park was flooded. Ooh, I got lots of flood pictures from the park. So yeah, it's all good. Okay, but you're not here to listen to me talk about the park. That's just me. You're here for a new design for living. We're starting a new chapter today. So let's do the housekeeping. And all the housekeeping is me reminding you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center. Website is creativelife.org. Constant contact email, info@creativelife.org. Get you one email a week, tells you what's going on for the week and the month, and the hot links are hot. So if it says click here now, it means it. It will take you right to the information you want, or to the person that can help you get it. Sorry. Got it. And it is also a blind CC, so nobody's going to see your email. You won't end up on anybody else's email list because of us. All right, now the follow up to that is social media. We do not monetize the social media. We don't want to deal with the ads any more than you do. So what we ask you to do instead is go like, subscribe, follow based on which platform you are on, and then engage with the individual post by reacting, commenting, and sharing, because it bumps us in the algorithms and more people see our stuff. That's the goal. The whole goal of social media. So it's a free and easy way that you can support the center by getting our stuff in front of more people. Okay. All right. So now, A New Design for Living was one of the last books that Ernest worked on. They published books after he, because he left reams of material all over the place. So this is one of the last books he himself worked on. And he worked on it with Lilith Kinnear. And this is the process of science of mind. This is the what, the how, and the why. Because we are a scientific philosophy, he explains this is what you do, how you do it, and why you do it. And that's, that's important. He wants you to understand the process. And ideally, and this is one of those things, the better you understand the process, the more you can tailor the process to you. Because we talked about that last night about, spiritual mind treatment. And we do teach 5 steps. Do we all use them? Yes and no. I do the 5 steps when I'm on platform because it's expected. It is and I'm going to use air quotes. It is a performance. I'm doing an actual spiritual mind treatment that I believe in and feel, but I am doing it for a specific audience, so I'm doing it in a specific way. I also will typically do them when I do them for clients. Like if I'm working with somebody, then I will do a spiritual mind treatment. I will do the 5 steps. Sometimes I'll even do the 7 steps because I like denials and reaffirmations. Those are the extra 2 steps. But if I'm just doing a treatment in my head for somebody or for me or just for, the state of the world in general, I don't necessarily do all 5 steps because I don't need to. I'm already there. So, and I also do them in different orders. Sometimes I start with, I'm giving this all up. I start with release. Sometimes I start with gratitude. Sometimes I start with, okay, here's this. Because sometimes you start with the realization and then you realize that you're doing a treatment and then you're like, oh, and then you work the rest of the steps in. One time I gave one of my students a challenge because he was bored. He was bored with I said, do them backwards. And he went, oh. If you're going to do this kind of work, you've got to do what works for you. Not what works for everybody else, what works for you. Because if it doesn't work for you, you're wasting your time. So you've got to do what works for you. All right. So we are starting in chapter, 22, which is designing a new life. It's a real short intro today. So I'm going to go ahead and a lot of times I'll just do the intro, but it's a real short intro. So I'm going to go ahead and do the thing on spiritual mind treatment, and then we will pick up the basis of spiritual mind treatment tomorrow. So this is the intro to designing a new life. And he always starts with a quote. Humanity will hereafter be called to account for depriving itself of the good things which the world lawfully allows. And that is Abba Arika. So, that there is a science of right thinking, there is no doubt. We have encountered much evidence for the basis of it and the way it works. The reason that we term the use of creative thought a science is the fact that it can be taught, it can be learned, it can be consciously applied with a certainty of definite and repeatable results. This is what we mean when we say it is a science of mind. From our point of view, no one has any more ability in this respect than another. No one has any more power to use their thought in a creative way than another. We always need to guard against superstition, for it is so easy for the little truth that we know to be clothed by so much superstition that finally we lose sight of its essence. Now it's really important that we say that no one has any more power than another. Just because I have an REV in front of my name, or I have an RSCP after my name, REV obviously means Reverend, and the Religious Science Certified Practitioner after my name, because we are practitioners first. has no bearing on my ability to do the treatment any more than it does you. You are going to be just as good at giving a spiritual mind treatment for yourself as I could give for you. The only difference is that I've got a lot more practice. That's it. And just because I have more practice doesn't mean I'm going to be more effective than you treating for yourself. You know, it all comes down to how much you believe. Like if you really want something and it is in alignment with the way the law works, you are going to be far more effective at treating for yourself than I will be. Because you really believe in it. And it's not that I don't. But, you know, it's your baby. It's what you want. So, you know, all those little, the alphabet soup there doesn't make me any more effective. All it says is that I have been trained and passed a few tests. And I've got experience. I've got years of experience. Because practitioner training, you have to take 2 to 3 years of classes before training. The training is 2 years, you know, and then I spent 4 years in ministerial school. So, and then I had, I think 3 years between when I finished practice and before I went to ministerial school. So, you know, all that alphabet means is that I have years of experience. I have been actively practicing through all of that time. So it doesn't mean that I'm any better than anybody else. I know some practitioners that are, wow, like when they treat, you know, but that's it, just it. We don't compare ourselves to each other. That, I think, is one of the reasons why they want us to have the experience with so many different practitioners, for the simple fact of that everybody has a different style. And you got to find out what works for you. So let's go ahead, and it's Saturday and I have nothing else to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do spiritual mind treatment. The first article in this chapter. Not that I want to get through the book any faster, but okay, so spiritual mind treatment. Our use of the science of mind we have called by many different names, and intentionally so. We do not desire that the new idea be in any way limited by previous meanings that might cloud their significance. Okay, well, that's good to know. Every year that I was in ministerial school, they changed the name of the school. It was like, are you kidding me? Prayer, creative thinking, meditation, positive thinking, affirmation, and any and all other terms or expressions one might use. Let us take them all and include them in the larger expression, spiritual mind treatment. Oh, okay. That's why he does that. This would have been helpful last night. We use the term spiritual mind treatment rather than Christian mind treatment or Jewish or Hindu or any other kind of mind treatment. We use the word spiritual as we would use the word beauty. Beauty, which is the essence of beautiful. It applies to every race, every creed. It applies just as effectively for a pagan as for a Christian. We happen to be mostly Christian by background and culture, but this has nothing to do with spiritual mind treatment, either as a simple fact or as an active scientific fact. Okay, that's interesting. Spiritual mindedness is a persistent and consistent attempt to feel the divine everywhere and in all things. It is the capacity not only to believe in, but also to perceive, to feel, and to react to a unitary wholeness, an essence, an infinite personalness, a beauty, a love, a joy, which exists in the universe, the divine presence. Spirituality is normal, natural, spontaneous, effervescent, never studied or labored. Oh, okay. David Seabury, well-known psychologist and author, in writing on the subject of metaphysics and prayer, said, if we seek guidance for what we are doing in the physical world, from the great wisdom that exists in the invisible universe, we are simply uniting the various parts of our world so that it becomes for us one with the universe. Spiritual mind treatment, then, means exactly what it says. That the one mind reacting on, in, and through as the body and environment will change a situation because we change our thinking within it. Okay. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And that is a direct quote from the Bible. I believe from Jesus, but I'm not going to swear to that because, of course, he doesn't say. As we increase our awareness of spirit, its nature is more fully expressed in our lives. As we change our thinking, there will be a change in our body or the body of our affairs. Philosophy, science, and religion have said time and time again that mind and matter are the same thing. In one aspect, mind is intangible matter, and in another aspect, it is tangible as form. This corresponds to Einstein's famous formula stating that energy and mass are equal and interchangeable. You gotta love that he's quoting Einstein here. Which is the thing, that it's like energy is neither created nor destroyed. It merely changes forms. That's what we're talking about here. It does not say that energy energizes mass. It says that it may become mass. Therefore, in spiritual mind treatment, we deal with the concept that there is no difference between the essence of form and the essence in form. Mm-hmm. There is no difference between the essence of form and the essence in form. Because the essence of form in form is form. We need to remember that we do not deny our mind or our body, but that we do affirm spirit, which encompasses them both. We add to, but do not take from. And that's one of the things that I appreciate about, science of mind, is, Ernest lives in the real world. He's like, yeah, there is a material world, and we're a part of it for, however long it is. And we don't know what came before, and we don't know what came after, and that's a little scary, and we just acknowledge that and have hope that, energy is neither created nor destroyed. It really changes forms. And because of that, we know we can affect our environment. We know we can affect our bodies. We know we can affect, as he said, our body of affairs. That's a turn of a phrase you don't hear very often anymore. So, but that's, and I like that he's like, look, we're clear. This technique was designed in such a way that anybody can use it. Ernest never set out to start his own religion. He never intended to do that. There are a lot of teachers out there that have never intended to do that. They said, hey, I have this really cool idea. Take it back to your faith tradition. But people weren't getting what they needed in their faith tradition, so they collected around the new teacher. And here we are. So, all right, beloveds, that is the beginning of designing a new life, right? Designing a new life, spiritual mind treatment. Tomorrow, we will tackle the basis of spiritual mind treatment. And since my trainer is out of is out of school for the summer, we are going to switch from Sundays to Wednesdays. So I will go back to doing this probably around 9:15. We'll see. I'll see you sometime tomorrow morning. I'm not sure when. But right now, I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, wondrous day, fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a go for a walk in the park day, a dance in the rain day, a stay out of the thunderstorms day, a feel free to play in the puddles like I saw a dog doing this morning in the park day, a go have a chat with the birds day, a think about tossing peanuts to squirrels day. It's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. A cuddle your fur babies day, a do what you gotta do day, a take care of yourself day, a take a nap day, because that is on my docket for the day. I definitely will take a nap day. A eat something really amazing day, a do what you want to do day, listen to some good music day, read a good book day, watch a cartoon day, because I'm going to do that too. I think I'm out of words day, so I'm going to move on to whatever it is I'm going to do today. Day, a good day, and if that is too much pressure, because occasionally it is, I get it, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You are a beloved expression of the divine. You are a brilliant light, divine spark, spirit in motion, God in action, an absolutely beautiful masterpiece, and a work in progress at the same time, at your own pace. My favorite part of the sentence. And as Reverend Jesse likes to call it, you are a godling. So explore the truth of your being. Get to know who the divine knows you to be, because the divine knows you to be good. And from there, anything is possible. Anything at all is possible. All right, beloveds. Reverend David will be on sometime this afternoon. I will be back probably around 3:30. That seems to work for me. I'm going to start High Mysticism by Emma Curtis Hopkins, because I finished the 5 essays of Emerson. I may go back and do the rest of the Emerson essays. I'll make that decision. But first, I'm going to do High Mysticism because I really want to read it. So I will do that around 3:30 this afternoon. David will be sometime after that. And then I will see you tomorrow morning. I'm just not sure what time. So have a great day. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved. And I will see you